now going, and I am still, as I'm now going, playing, thinking about how long time span this game actually has. It doesn't feel to be this Midgard section to be mostly just few days. Alright. There's the goal, but I'm of course going to check this place first. Mostly because hey, there's a rest station and... Oh yeah, I came from this place here, so... That explains why it is here. So there's actually, in a sense, not much anything extra things to research. Look in here, but I say that this does have the very strong look of futuristic.
Was it this way?
Yes, his odor still lingers.
How in hell would Hojo stink? I think he would smell the disinfectant, like phenols or something. And I must say that the Red's new design is great, and his eye color shifts. In the first scene, it was
the little ones in the pods. Where did they go?
It stinks in here. Back there.
Now what do we do?
One thing we can.
oh yeah, we got more of these Resident Evil critters.
So go give him one already.
Way ahead of you. All right.
Yeah, these unknown things. But let's just give them the assessment. Oh yeah, maybe I should have changed the affinities to the ice, but they don't seem to be particularly dangerous. Although that Punika spell they dish out does do quite a lot of hurt. You're out, and so are you. Chopped him apart. Or them.
Nice job. What?
No, it doesn't shake.
What the hell, Red?
Bit snarkiness from a cat. Why I am not surprised from cat having some sort of snarkiness in it. It seems to be some sort of stereotype about that. When you have a cat in fiction, it's got a habit of snarking. It's got sarcastic and it's sarcastic and sometimes even might be said deadpan. And this one, when the cat has a fire and it is a handy matchstick firelighter as well, you can it has lots of ways to be snarky. But let's see what's the horror in this place. Well, nothing behind it. But what the hell? But those parts being opened makes a bit creepy. That what the hell is up to? And this was a lift which led to Hojo's personal labs. Oh, these must be his labs. These must lead to the even higher ups. To the president's workroom. And a feather. Now it's black. At the beginning it was white. I remember this well that you...
Hell is this place?
Hojo's treasure. Shinra's dark secret.
What I wouldn't give to burn it all down. But we need to get to the roof.
A big circular thing. And I think that's exactly what I think it is. And it's made a big one. And it was low in lower flow at the original one. Although it had a big container, but now it's got even much bigger container. Yep.
What is that?
Genova.
Mother. Together we will reclaim our world.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all of this.
The expression of Sephiroth's face is
Cloud?
creepily joyful. They see it as well.
Tell me, is it really you?
Don't deny me. Embrace me.
Yeah, and how he went.
A touching reunion.
To cut away that wall sidewalk, you need a long sword, a sharp sword, strong sword, and a shitload of strength.
And thus is
Sephiroth.
the hypothesis proven correct. I can only hope you will continue not to disappoint.
The many plot elements which, like the reunion, which came much sparsely in the original one, have been brought quite faster to this, or better say, brought forth much earlier in the phase of the world story. I guess it's in the matter for the purposes of exposition, because this.
Test subject pods? Guess I can use these.
Yep, up. Show your acrobatics. The fact that what I've managed to see from Genova is it's something about completely horrifying. It's got those weirdly angelic things on its back. Oh yeah, these are very familiar looking things. But it also has that huge whatever host going to its womb, which gives a very disturbing implications about what it is, and of course that huge whatever thing it's being on doesn't make it anything less unsettling.
Too bad.
Yeah, now I got you.
Let's go.
You are nothing really. And I am not particularly happy about all the big plot elements being brought forth so fast, as it makes the mystery not happy. It removes the mystery. Yeah, I'm going the right direction. More of you.
Need a hand?
Thanks.
Ah, great. Red. Oh, guest fighters. Understandable that they would not program him to be completely playable, because if this is just approaching to its big end of this episode or this game, it would make sense to not to program in someone who appears right at the end
Where are the others?
as a playable one.
We're close. Let's go.
He does have much, you could say, much more snarky or more cat-like personality, at least about as much as you could say about how cats behave in fiction, as in usually having very snarky attitude.
What is it? If we flip that switch, we can get to the other side.
I may be able to do that.
You sure?
Yes.
Whee. And of course, him being a cat means is very agile. 4 legs is very good thing in comparison to 2. Although 2 legs gives you much more endurance at the long term walking. But 4 legs usually might give you advantage in speed, and also might in explosive traverse and moving. 4 legs is good, but if you need endurance, 2 is good way, but might be said to be better way to go. Time to take a bit of rest and save and all that. Now that I think about it, I think exposing Sephiroth as physical entity at this phase is not so smart when it's a matter of narrative tension and all that. But of course, they couldn't have been able to pull off all those narrative moves they were able to make in the first one, in keeping Sephiroth completely unseen until the flashback sequence of right after the Midgar.
Allow me.
Yeah. Well, Barrett's here also getting ready to blow up shit.
I'm waiting. My turn.
That thing fucking explodes! What the hell is he giving?
It's on you.
Maximum Fury is quite handy ability. It doesn't seem to dish out so much damage to them. What's the reason? Well, doesn't matter what's the reason, I'm still gonna put some bullets to them. Apparently dashing out a little bit of magic on them.
No holding back.
Damn cockroaches! Missed me!
Keep it together.
That's some healing.
Let's do this.
And some swipes in the air moving. These air swipes, despite looking very good, aren't so handy in practical sense. They tend to be quite unnecessarily well, with matter of animation. There's no unnecessarily flashy, but more like the fact that more of these squares. They're quite.
Like they're turning out monsters here.
That's not far from the truth.
Don't overdo it.
Yes, it's my turn.
Oh, this one. Also, quite basic enemies which appeared at the Shinra building at the original one. But now it's, you could say it's almost like a mini boss. Get out!
Steady.
Come on, try me! Like this. I think Tundra is quite handy at causing it hurt. Infinity's End. And just raw amount of damage doing.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
If you say so.
Yeah, even Barrett is able to.
What's the plan?
First, we find Tifa and Aerith. Then we head for the roof. Should be an elevator somewhere. Didn't expect any of this, but we just gotta roll with it. Come on, let's go.
Well, this looks some kind of elevator, but it was probably going somewhere else. So yeah, story beats are not completely perfect, not as well, some usually not as completely well run off as in original one, especially about Sephiroth, but hey, when you're remaking...
The door seems to have locked. No going back.
When you're remaking Final Fantasy VII, you just simply cannot keep the antagonist hidden until he appears. You must show him out, give him a grand appearance, mostly because, hey, the basic Shinra, despite working, isn't perfect. Up, nice run.
All right, now you're starting to impress me.
Yeah, containers.
We got him.
Yeah, keep it up, y'all.
Well, the ladies got themselves out of the bin. That's good.
Don't move an inch. We'll head down too. Be right there.
Yep. And I do hope that they manage to get their following to this as fast as possible.
I can't hear what you're saying.
I think there's something over there.
And how in hell they got this, managed to bring Red that nicely deep tone of voice.
Cloud? Can you hear me?
Yeah. You okay in there?
No need to worry. We're fine. But what do we do now? I don't see any way out of this room.
Can you all hear me?
Hojo.
So, tell me, how are you finding the drop? You know it's filled with the most advanced technology in Midgar, if not the entire world. You should feel honored to see it firsthand. You'll also have the opportunity to take part in a rather ambitious experiment of mine.
What?
When all
Necessary preparations? What the hell is this asshole talking about?
Can't we just ignore him and keep going?
I'm afraid not. If I know Hojo, he won't let us out until we indulge his request for data.
He said something about a ward, right? I'm pretty sure I saw a door to one upstairs somewhere. So, you want to check it out?
Yeah, let's switch bodies.
You two will be on your own. Be careful.
Thanks. We will.
We'll be waiting right here. If anything happens, anything at all, you call me, alright?
Roger that.
Oh yeah, two-body system.
Hey, you think Cloud's doing okay? He's been acting really weird lately. More than usual.
True. But it's Cloud. I'm sure he'll be fine. But what about you, Tifa? How are you holding up?
Huh? Oh, I'm fine.
Gotcha!
That's a reverse roundhouse kick Tifa's giving. Hooking one. It's a... she's doing it to the quite midsection height. It's usually swung to the more high, as in... It's such a big kick that you need to take a high risk with it, but it's one of those techniques that high risk, high reward.
This has to be the third ward, right?
Think so, but it looks like the door's locked.
There has to be something we can do. Let's look around.
Gotcha.
Well, there's the rest spot again, with all the nice things in it. Just buying all the cheap stuff there is. And what's this? I guess I have to actually use the communications board.
Cloud? Can you hear me? We found the door to that ward he was talking about, but it's locked and we can't get it open.
All right.
About those preparations Hojo mentioned before. I think we're supposed to do something with that.
A central terminal. Interesting.
Well, what the hell? Is it something that Hojo's planning to release or open or awake that horror in there? Most likely he is, and most likely higher ups of the company would not approve such kind of damage causing and of course reckless damage, and they probably would not.
There's no control panel. We don't have the means to go this way.
Oh shit. So where the hell do I go? Can't go that way. Well, here's at least treasure chest of goodies. Actually, no, not goodies, money. Yeah. But it's still strange that they put... I find it quite weird that Hojo has these stereotypical Native American ornaments on him. But I guess it might be some sort of attempt to emphasize that he's much more about attuned with the planet and all that kind of thing. But what the hell is Hojo planning? Whatever it is, it can't be good. It most likely is just horrifyingly bad. And that's not the way to go. I have to get to the central thing. Not through that way. There's no way to get through there. So it's actually time to do the switch again. Quite handy, quite interesting mechanic actually. Not the most, you could say, unique, but certainly functional. Ah, and it's here that I can, well, open this one. What are you doing, Aerith?
Look! Now they can get across too!
Interesting.
We should let Cloud know.
Well, first I cross this and take the treasure. Ah, devil eater. And it's quite silly that you must this way inform to the other group that you can switch, because hey, they can see it, they're not completely stupid. Although the switch isn't clunky, so...
Alright. We'll make our way to the central terminal. Sit tight until you hear from us.
I think that hearing is something about explosions, screaming...
What kind of research is this?
The cataclysm that came from the stars, Genova. Hojo has devoted half of his life to her study.
I don't give a shit about any of that.
The experiments in this facility involve the enhancement of life forms and machines through the application of Genova biological data. Hojo's plan is to pit his subjects against us, thereby facilitating their growth.
So this asshole thinks he can treat us like his experiments.
I know what fate awaits these creations. Let us put them out of their misery.
Yeah, but as I familiar with the original Final Fantasy VII, know that it's not just Hojo who's here, that it's about putting things into the it's actually much more complex, as in there's yeah, I'm blowing you up.
Get your ass out of here! Don't go to that asshole! Bring it home!
Yeah, now just I'm gonna whale that thing until it keels over and dies.
Damn it!
Concentrated fire.
Still! Asshole! Give him hell! Taking over.
Yeah, and it's real nice that the
Don't stop now.
This is now! Don't you let
I've got this.
putting bullets into you.
Hurry up!
Putting more bullets into you.
Bring it home! I got it.
Focus thrust.
Alright, watch it learn.
Oh damn, that blast was enough to put Cloud out of business. But not enough to put Barret out of business.
Somebody died.
Yep, that thing's history dead. And no switch here, but there's a switch here. I'll do, yeah, twist it. Oh, yeah. Yep, that leads to the central pillar. And it's still time to do some saving and all that kind of recovery thing. And all the save done.
Wait a second. Weren't the girls right by the door to the third ward?
There are 4 switches. 1 for each ward.
But there's a materia chunk, all of time. There's number 3. Let's opening up. What kind of fucking thing is it? Oh.
What the?
Transfusion procedure complete. Commencing test of augmented research specimen.
Alright, what kind of horrifying thing it...
You need to warn the others. Tell them to be careful. Very careful.
Alright, it's just about to be some sort of gauntlet of me having to kill all supreme monsters from all these things. And Hojo is quite stupid if he just, yeah, let's build these super things and yeah, let's kill him.
You there? We accessed the central terminal. The door should be unlocked now.
And switch the body.
Any one of Hojo's twisted creations can be at that ward. Be careful.
We will. See you in a bit.
Although the greatest irony is that, for the one who knows the plot, is that Cloud himself is one of Hojo's many twisted creations. Nice roundhouse kick, reverse roundhouse kick. This place is quite eerily calm. And I think all of his creations are ferocious monsters.
We could always run away.
Although these are...
Too late. That was close. Here. Ha. Cut. Here. Gotcha. See ya.
Yeah, they went down without
No surprises there.
any kind of perspiration. And how in hell are they here?
What is this place for?
There's a sadness.
Yeah. And it's real nice that Aerith's ability, you could say that they made lots of emphasis about what Aerith is able to do. Mostly because of her ability to, as I could say, judge characters and soothe angry personalities at all. What the hell are you? That looks just like many of the many combat dogs. Yep. Animal testing laboratories. Gene grafts from Genova tissue. Just the thing mad scientists would do.
Really?
Yeah. And mad scientists do their experiments usually without any kind of care about what kind of about lack of controls or anything like that. But then again, you could say that most experiments done by mad scientists are something that you don't actually need much of control. That if a infection turns somebody into a superpowered monster, I don't think it can happen psychosomatically, especially if they grow extra arms, legs, and lots of tentacles and gribbly bits. And yeah, that's history. You know, I don't like you thing being here and being an annoyance.
That's it. I'll take care of them.
And rare.
Why don't you lead the
That's
way?
actually quite handy move. Seeing as it quite dishes out quite lots of healing.
Get him! Watch yourself. I'll show you what I can do. Yoo-hoo! I think we're almost done. This one's for you!
Sorry, dog. You are unpleasant, but not... Yeah, there, rabbit. I'm not surprised at all about Hojo doing experiments without any kind of scientific control. Let's just create some crazy animals and see what kind of thing. Let's just make some gene transplants and torture these, keep these animals in pain and see how they turn up. Hey, they turn up crazy ferocious beasts attacking everything. Yay, it worked. Oh yeah, that's real impressive scientific experiment you are doing. Are your results controllable and or repeatable? I have no idea about that.
I won't give up.
Come on, ladies. You can beat that thing up.
Good luck. I'm coming.
As long as
Why don't you lead the way?
it keeps on attacking Tifa, Aerith can just wail at it. I think double cheat trap should give it quite a lot of big dose of hurt.
Worked up a good sweat.
What that was quite nasty thing. More cages open. I think these are something that kind of places that nobody in this company is willing to come along. And so not except of course Hojo to this mad scientist laboratory and with its creepy critters, and which he probably treats with some sort of bizarre mix of affection and still complete ruthlessness and neglect. He is insane.
Let's get across with those.
Yep, going. Of course, there's walking on pipes as well. And a couple of nasty looking things down there. Why am I certain that the pipe will collapse? Yeah, well, it probably wasn't designed to handle about over 100 kilos of weight on it, even if it was quite evenly distributed.
Did we wake him up?
Oh yes, you did.
So it's my turn? Get ready. That'll do.
Oh damn, those things know how to do stompy moves.
You're up. Here goes. Go on.
But those things don't appear to be particularly
More shot. Okay, let's go.
intimidating. I'm quite certain that it's on purpose, that they could have made them very dangerous and unpleasant, horrifying monsters, but they chose to make them much more easily beaten, which is pleasant. You don't want your storytelling break down by really difficult gameplay challenges. It's good to keep a challenge up, yes, but it has to be in a, you could say, fine line between challenging yet also easy. Too much challenge and you don't pay any attention to the story beats, and too much too little difficult challenge and it just becomes games practically not worth playing because there's no any kind of complexities in it and you don't need to maneuver or anything. Although my experience is that many games which claim to have very complex battle systems actually do not have it so that much, as in they could be claiming that we have you can build a character on any way there is, but in practically there is no multiple ways to build your character. There's just one way, or maybe let's say there would be something like 3 ways to actually build your character correctly. Every other
really
ways would be
exit?
bad. Well, I got through this mess.
I hate that man, I really do.
Oh yeah, you are very right to hate that man, and I got through some sort of story beats, so it is time to end the episode and see what's happening next time. See ya!